What is going on, people? Welcome to another video. Don't know if you guys are aware, but the last vid got 20,000 views in under 2 weeks, which is just crazy. So thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot. And secondly, you guys seem to really be enjoying these solo challenges that I've been doing. So here we are back again, but this time I'm gonna try to learn the greatest Pantera solo of all time, which is Cemetery Gates. I know that's controversial and I'll address it in a second, but if you've never heard this solo, you're cooked. This solo really isn't actually that hard. It's nowhere near as hard as like Domination. So I'm gonna give myself 2 days to learn it. Currently Wednesday the 2nd. So by Friday, I'm gonna have this solo perfected and then recorded for you guys. So let's get straight into it. Guys, I forgot to mention this, but this solo, I've probably listened to it somewhere between 50 to 150 times, so I already know it by ear. However, I've never sat down and tried to properly learn it, like note by note with tabs, etc. So we're basically learning from scratch. Yo! I think that's enough warming up. Let's actually get into learning this solo. Okay, so my goal here is I'm just gonna try to learn the notes. I'm just gonna go through it, and because I've got basically no time to waste, I'm gonna try and find like the actual parts I need to practice. So then while I still have time, I can just knuckle down on those, learn them by heart, get them up to speed, and then the rest of the song should just come up to speed with that. So let's get started. What? Okay. Oh, what is this? Okay, that probably sounded horrid, but that's the solo so far. That's the whole thing. I'm not sure if this tab is 100% accurate, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on YouTube and try to find someone, like a guitarist that I know on YouTube that's already done the tab. I know this tab isn't fully accurate. I'm gonna try to use it as little as possible and actually try to learn most of it by ear. So I'm just gonna do that same method you've seen me do in the past couple videos, where I just find all of the phrases, find all of the bars of the solo, and then bookmark each point of the song on my little Chrome extension. When I get to it, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But this is how I'm gonna learn it, basically. Yo, people, so I've got the tabs. Shout out to Bradley Hall, probably the best guitarist on YouTube right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my extension here, play it at 50%, and go through the whole solo, and just basically try to get it up to half speed. Because it's not straight notes, it's all in sextuplets, so it's like such a hard groove to get down. Okay, that's it. Messy at 75% speed so far. Getting the groove down on that is actually tricky, and it's actually quick, like super quick. So that's where I'm gonna be putting most of my focus when learning this. It's just this little phrase at the end. The rest I'll basically play as a warm-up, and over time, I'm just gonna learn it by heart. I kind of already know it by heart now because it's really simple, it's really short. This shouldn't take long to learn at all. This is pretty simple. Wait, this bit's tricky as well, listen. Okay, I got it. That's not that bad right now, but playing it up to speed is going to be mental. Okay, so far it's not even that bad. It's just this one little phrase is just tricky because of how unorthodox it is. Like, just to give an example, domination was hard only because it was like really quick and technically hard with those stretches. This, it's not hard to play, but it's just a really unorthodox sequence, and like the groove is just really hard to feel. So I think it's just a matter of learning it and getting used to it, which isn't ideal with only 2 days to practice it. We need to get to work just to get used to this really crazy end bit, because it's not like straight notes, it's just really unorthodox and all over the place. I need to get used to listening to it, so I've looped the beginning and end point, and I've got it at 50%, so I'm just going to go over and over and over it again, and after 100 times I'll have it down in my head. So let's get into it. Okay, that's 90% speed. I'll take it for now. I'm gonna take a break from playing that bit because that is like, it's not tough. Like, it's not tough, but it's tiring. Now I'm gonna just try and get the rest of the solo up to speed, like the easy parts, but I get them like exactly like the original. So I'm gonna put the headphones on and just basically jam out. So that's 75% speed so far. I've basically got most of the solo down. Basically most of it learned by heart. Just that lick before the end and this lick like at the beginning. They're just the only things I need to get down, so I'm just gonna go at them 50% speed. Just try to get the groove down in my head. And then by that point I've basically got the whole solo learned by heart. Alright, I've been practicing those phrases for a while, so I'm now going to try and run through the whole thing. I'll try about 80% speed. Let's see how this goes. Not the cleanest so far as you can hear, but it's progress. For just my first day learning, I'd say that's not that bad. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for now. I might come back to it later tonight if I have time. This is the thing about Dimebag's playing, is that it's just so like it's just so unique. Like, not to be even cliche, but his like style is just so unique and really, really hard to replicate. His grooves are just like so unorthodox. I don't know if it's because it's just like a groove metal thing, and like the drum beats are slightly different to like conventional metal, but his lead guitar playing is just so hard to replicate. Like, I know this sounds so cliche, but you just need that like Dimebag feel, that like Pantera lead guitar feel to make sure this stuff doesn't just sound like notes, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna get some rest, I'm gonna get some food, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Yo, what's going on, people? It's now day 2. It's currently 2 p.m, so we don't really have much time today to get the solo down. I'm gonna try to get those 2 legato licks fully up to speed, and that's basically gonna be it. So I'm gonna get warmed up and let's get straight into it. I love it. I actually love it, guys. Okay, so that's enough warming up. That is a lot of fun, but we gotta actually get this solo down because we're recording it tomorrow. So let's get into those phrases. That's at 90% speed, but like that ending is like so hard to get right. It's like, it's tricky. I'll come back to it though. We're making good progress. I think now I'm just gonna get literally the whole of the solo before that lick up to speed. Okay, it's messy as hell right now. You know what? I've got it up to speed, right? But obviously that is messy. Obviously we got to clean that up, but first things first, I need to let my arm rest. I touched on this a bit in the last video, but basically when your forearms or your hands get sore from like, you know, playing for hours, your playing, it gets like exponentially more sloppy as time goes on, you know? The thing is with these dime bag solos is that they're just such a workout to get down. Like once you get halfway through the solo, your hands are just like half dead already. And it doesn't help that the hardest lick of the solo is like right at the end. So like by that point, it's so hard to play cleanly because your hands are just dead. Okay, so I'm now gonna fully lock in. I'm gonna put my headphones on so you guys won't be able to hear it. But when I'm done, I'm gonna try and get a full cover of the solo, the whole solo, front to back. And I'll try and get 100% speed. So see you guys in a minute. Ah! Okay, all right. That was messy, super duper messy, but to be honest, I wasn't kind of trying, but that's progress. I'm probably gonna take a break now. I'm gonna come back later, do the same technique I did in that first video when I was learning Cowboys from Hell, where I get it up on the Audacity track so I can just play through it, listen to it back, and see what sounds messy and see what isn't. Because you know, when you listen to something back, you just like hear some things that you didn't even know were happening like while you're playing. But anyways, guys, that's sick progress. Things are looking good. See you guys later this evening. Peace out. Alright guys, I've been at this for like an hour and a half about now. This isn't the final recording, by the way. It's sounding decent, guys. Wait, let me see if I can show you. Oh my days, guys. Alright, that's enough playing for today, guys. Oh my days. Just remembered, all right, I should probably address this, right? So for the people who are saying Floods is the greatest Pantera solo, first of all, that might be true if you only judged Pantera's history up until like this last year or the last 2 years. But all of the decades before then, Cemetery Gates has just been like their most famous, most iconic, most just infamous solo. And also I already know Floods, so like it's not like Cemetery Gates where I have to like learn it from scratch so I can make an epic video like this, you know? And one other thing, for the people who are probably like, I mean, I've left this so late in the video, people already probably left their comments, but the greatest solos doesn't necessarily mean the best. Greatest and best are two separate different meanings. When I mean greatest, I mean the most famous, most like iconic, most just all round just great solos. Great is different to best. Best solos is like the most well written, the most like technically beautiful. The best Pantera solos is like The Sleep, is like Tens, is like Hardline Sunken Cheeks, is like Avoid the Light. Those are like the best. But the greatest is like stuff like Flood, stuff like Cemetery Gates, stuff like Cowboys from Hell, stuff like domination. You see how those two definitions are different? At least that's what I think. I mean, you can fight over that in the comments, you know, more comments for my video, you know, better for the algorithm. But let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite Pantera solo is. For me, it's the Sleep, and honestly, nothing else even comes close, to be honest. I just love that solo. Okay, one last thing, then this yapping session is over. With this video, I actually originally planned on just like learning it like normally, instead of like speed running it in like 2 days. I feel like when I rush learning something, you know, the outcome is sometimes rushed. You can hear it in my playing, like it sounds like rush, but then again, when I speed run solos like this, it makes for such an entertaining video and actually gives some like challenge. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. Guys, I know this is my third Cowboys from Hell solo in a row, but it's all for a good reason, because at some point, probably this year, I just had the random thought of just, why not I just do a full cover, front to back, of the whole Cowboys from Hell album with all the solos. I just thought that would be a sick idea, you know? But I promise you guys, next solo I do is not going to be from Cowboys from Hell. It might not even be from Pantera. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and let's record this solo. See you guys later. Look at the date. It is officially 2 days after I have set out this challenge, which means today we go record it. The thing is, I do have a whole day to record the solo. Like, I could practice for like 5 hours, but then record it in the evening. But I need to think about how fatigued my hands are going to get. Like, you guys know how it is. Like, if I'm playing for like 3 hours straight and then I try to record something, it's not going to be as good as if I was like completely fresh, you know? It's going to be a little bit sloppy. So because of that, I'm just going to get warmed up and I'm going to get straight into it. And if I can't get a good take now, I'll just try again later. And if I can't do that, well, then I'm cooked. But anyways, let's get warmed up. Yo people, let me show you real quick. I changed the tone a little bit and it is sounding insane. I just added literally just a crap load of gain and then a little bit of reverb. Oh my days, guys. I've been going on for like, how long have I been recording? 51 minutes. 51 minutes now. I've got some good takes, but they're not as clean as I want them to be. I know I'm being a bit of a perfectionist right now, but I can do better. I know I can. So I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to come back to it. Oh my days, guys. That's the one. Oh my days. Oh my days, I think that's it, guys. I think that is finally it. Oh my gosh. Guys, these vids are really fun to make, but they are just so stressful. Oh my days. As I said last night, these vids where I'm speedrunning these solos are absolute graft to make. However, They do make for quite an entertaining video. But guys, if you're trying to learn a solo, do not speedrun it. I don't even recommend any of this. This is not at all the best way to learn a solo, not at all. Do not try this at home, guys. If you're a guitarist slash coach and you've been posting online for a while, but you're struggling to grow your social medias, click on that first link in the description to absolutely blow up your social media presence and go viral as a guitarist. Just like I helped my boy Pete go from under 100 followers in January to now on his way to hit 25k as of the time of recording this, and he's not even slowing down. So if this sounds interesting to you, click on that first link in the description. Oh my days, guys. Okay, that's basically it for the video. Actually, I got one more thing to show you guys, just one little thing. I'm not too into vision boards or mood boards or whatever, but I made this because I sat down last night and I was really thinking, what do I actually want to learn on guitar? And what solos are like my dream solos that I've just been putting off for like ages, but I've never got around to playing. Because one thing I've learned doing these like solo challenges and like speed running these and putting them on YouTube for you guys is that like, there's no solo that's like, you know, too impossible, is there? There's just not. So I really got to think, what solos have I been put into the back of my mind that I just need to like one day, just like, not even one day, I just need to learn today. Right? So I made the Stairway to Heaven of this, my dream solo, which is going to take a while to learn. If you know Dream Theater, you know this solo. And then these are the steps I'm going to take to get up to there, my dream solo. Just thought I'd show you guys that because give it a few more months and you might be hearing me playing those on this YouTube channel, which is crazy to say, but we're gonna make it happen. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope this inspires you guys. I hope you learned something today. Here's my Instagram. Follow me on there for more educational guitar content. If you want to shoot me a question, DM it to me there on Instagram. Comment your thoughts down below and tell me what your favorite Pantera solo is. Tell me what solos you want to see me play next. And once again, if you're a guitarist trying to grow your social media, first link in the description. All right, people, oh my days. Oh, flip. Okay, I think my camera's all right. It doesn't look bad. Flip. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.